Hello everyone. I hope you all have had a really good week so far. I keep thinking that today just so feels like a Friday. It does not feel like a Thursday. This whole week I've felt like it should be later than it actually is. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a normal week. Hi Courtney, it's good to see you. If you pop in, if you come in, just say hi or hello. Let me know where you're coming from, where you live. And then if you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay in the comments so I know that you were able to watch it. So today I want to talk about wedding invitations and save the dates. So I know that when you get engaged, it's like, there's so much stuff to do. There's so many things to think about. And I know that I, as a bride, hey Lauren, that I felt, oh my gosh, I have to get this and this and this done. And I was just so anxious. And one of the things was with the date. Thanks for saying hi, Lauren. Hey, girl. One was with the save the date because I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell people now or they're going to miss my wedding and they're going to plan other stuff. So if you're feeling like that, just relax, okay? I'm going to give you some solutions and all of that. So with your save the dates, if you are feeling how I felt and all over the place, you're anxious that people are going to miss your date. Hi Mitzi, it's good to see you. Then what you don't want to do, because if you want to have an engagement picture, hey Dana, if you want to have an engagement picture on your save the date, don't go and rush to find a photographer and possibly lose that quality, okay? Or sacrifice your photographer just so you can have a save the date sent out. What I did is if you need to save the date and you want to get it out fast, do it on a Facebook event. Just do it on a Facebook event so then people know the date and then you're able to take time to get a good photographer. You don't feel stressed about getting the save the dates out. And one thing that I see so many brides do is they send their save the dates to everyone on their guest list, which you don't need to do. Save the dates are only for your important family and friends who need to know the date, especially people that are traveling. So you don't need to send it out to everyone. You don't need to send it out to your acquaintances or coworkers or anyone else that you're going to invite to the wedding. Save your time, save your money on postage, and save your sanity. So that's one thing. And with the save the dates, you don't need much information. You need a picture, you need your names, not even your last names, just your names, and you need the date. And that's really it. You don't need your RSVPs, you don't need your registry on there yet, you don't need the venue because most likely you don't even have the venue yet. And yeah, so names, state preferably. If you already know the state, some of you might not, especially if you're doing a destination wedding. Names, state, and date. That's really it, and a picture. So with the invitations, one thing that you want to do is you need to have your names and your first and last names, and you need to have them spelled correctly. My sister, she, designed the invitations, she got them all right, and then they came in because they ordered them from Costco or something. They came in and she realized, oh shoot, I spelled the groom's father's name wrong. And so they had to go back and reorder 200. So just make sure, double check, proofread everything, make sure all the names are right. So on the invitations, make sure to have first and last names because invitations are a little bit more formal than save the dates typically. Have your first and last names. Have the date, have the venue, and also if you're having a reception somewhere else, make sure to include that too. A lot of times you can include a map on the back so then people have directions from the ceremony to the reception space. So it really just helps them. Make sure to have the time of your ceremony. It does not do any good if people don't know what time it's at, okay? So make sure to include the time. You need to have your RSVP information. And if you're watching, by the way, just say hi. Lauren, you said hi. Dana, Mitzi, say hi. It's good to see you. Let me know where you're coming from, where you live. And if you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. That just happens sometimes, doesn't it? But I forgot what I was saying. So yes. And then make sure to include on the invitations your registry as well, so then your guests can go and do that. So with RSVP cards, first of all, you only need RSVP cards. Well, actually, you don't really need RSVP cards. Only if you want to have RSVP cards can you do that. I am not a fan of RSVP cards. I think it's a lot better to just have them go to your wedding website on the Knot or whatever, like Zola, and they can RSVP there. Technology is amazing, and it just prevents anything getting lost in the mail. And if you have, let's say you're doing a wedding dinner that has 2 different choices that they can choose from, they can also, like the Knot or your wedding website has a way for them to RSVP what they want on the website too. So honestly, if you want RSVP cards, it's just kind of your choice. It doesn't really matter much, just your preference. So let me look real quick. Another thing, this is a big don't. Don't stress over what your invitations look like, because, and this might sound harsh, it might break your little bride heart, it's okay. Most people are not going to care about the invitations. They just don't care about what they look like. And that's the honest truth. So don't go and put hours and hours and hours in to design the perfect wedding invitation and then be upset if people don't keep it or put it on their fridge. It just doesn't happen. That's just the way it is. So if you want it to look a certain way, do it for you. Don't do it for your guests. Just do it for you, okay? So I have a story so I designed my own wedding invitations, and I wanted them to be royal blue with greenery on the edges, right? Well, apparently I didn't use the right royal blue, and so when they came in the mail, it was like purple. And I would have freaked out, but it's like, I don't really care. So I reached out to the people like on the website and said, hey, this is the wrong color. And then they were like, okay, we can either resend them to you or you can get a refund and return them. It's like, okay, great. Yeah, just give me the refund. And I didn't even ask for for more invitations because no one knew. Like, no one knew that it was supposed to be a royal blue instead of like a dark purple. So just don't stress about how they look because people really just care about the information. That's it. They care about the information. They don't care about the design or how they look that much. So if you are particular in that, do it for you. But again, don't do it for other people. So another big thing, do not send your invitations out too early and do not send them out too late. There is a golden hour, so to speak, like a really good time frame to send them out. And that is between 6 and 8 weeks before the wedding. And you don't want to send them out too early because then people are just going to forget. That's just how it is. So if you send them out too late, then people will already have plans. And your invitations go out to everyone on the guest list and everyone to one invitation per family. And one thing with the invitations is, hey, I don't know who's on, but if you're on, say hi. If you're watching the replay, just put #replay in the comments. But one thing is that with invitations, there are a lot of different ways that you can put your name. So you could do it really traditional and formal and include your parents' full names and your full names. Or you could do it more casual. If your parents are not hosting the wedding or paying for the wedding, then that's a different way to do your invitations. And if you need more information on that, feel free to reach out to me. Just send me a message. But there are many, many different sayings, different wordings, different phrases that you can use to match just kind of the formality or the vibe of your wedding. So just to refresh, big do's and don'ts. Make sure to send the invitation out 6 to 8 weeks prior. Do not stress over what it looks like. Make sure to have your name, your date, your venue, your registry, your RSVP, all of the important stuff. Make sure to edit it. And another thing is, don't send your save the dates to your whole guest list. Just don't. And if you want to save time, if you want to save money, make your save the date on a Facebook page or with an Evite or through an email. And it'll save you a whole lot of time, a whole lot of money. It'll be just as efficient as if you were to save the dates. Make sure not to sacrifice your photographer because you're feeling pressured to get out your save the date. Because a lot of the time, people use their engagement photos from their engagement session on their save the dates. So don't sacrifice that. If you're really worried that people are going to start booking up your wedding day and not be able to come, then just let people know, either on a Facebook page, through an email, through word of mouth, and then take time to go find a good photographer, have fun with your engagement photos, and then send your save the dates. All right? So I know that was a lot of information, and invitations can get tricky. Like, it's hard because there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of elements. There's a lot of different ways depending on just what your wedding style is. So if you need any help, just send me a message, comment below. I'd be happy to help out. All right, you guys, I hope you have an awesome rest of your Thursday, a wonderful Friday, and a great weekend. Oh, and make sure if you are free this weekend to go check out the Dallas Bridal Show. Huge, like thousands of people are going. There's going to be more than 300 vendors. I will not be a vendor at this show, so I won't have my booth set up, but I will be there. So I'm going to act as a bride, which I'm so excited about because when I was engaged, bridal shows were one of my favorite things to go to. It was great. So hopefully I see you guys there. And yeah, I love you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.